And we're back with the Scuffed Realtor. Nick Rochefort.
Very much.
Nick Rochefort, very much.
Hello.
Very much.
Hello.
Back. Very much.
Hello? Hello, are you there, please, sir? Welcome.
We are so back.
Rock and roll. Hey, everybody. How are you?
Fine.
Was Alex good? You're fine?
I'm good.
How are you out there in the United States, the Australias?
Very good. In India, how are our
Yes.
fans in Bangladesh doing?
My fans and fan in Bangladesh.
And
Those Mamari.
Rimpur.
What clipping? There's no clipping. Fix the sound. There is no clipping. No clipping.
The audio is perfect. I'm listening to it right now.
Interplay.
The audio sounds perfect. I don't want to hear anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming in loud and clear right off my laptop.
Right
You
off
can't trick me this time, all right? No clipping, perfect audio for this episode. It's clipping a little bit.
It's clipping a little bit. We'll adjust it. Your audio sounds like a biscuit.
Shout out Clippers.
Shout out Clippers. Yeah, shout out clipping. Shout out Carlito McCheese. Sack Live.
So forget about it, cuz.
All the goats.
All the goats. Thank you guys.
The goats of the MDE sphere. DS. Hey Nick, big fan. Just wondering what your opinion on Redbar is. He seems pretty polarizing to comedians.
Who? Who?
Redbar.
Who? Who? I don't know. Who? No.
Oh, yeah, close.
I hope he's well. He's very polar to comedians. No, I've never met him.
Haven't met the man.
I haven't met him.
You can make
I hear his help.
Lord knows we do our fair share.
What's that?
We have our fair share of making fun of comedians.
We sure do. I make fun of fucking.
Only the greats, though.
I only make fun of the greats. Hannah
Only
Burner.
To the ghosts, yep. Schindler.
Oh, cook her ass. Who?
Burner. 5 years of everything going right and $20 away from buying a house. But what are your thoughts on the order of things ought to go? Meaning good job, then good house, good woman, family. Is that about right?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think you can. I don't think you can say, "Oh, now it's time to find a good woman." I don't think that's the way life works. Houses are a little bit more objective, where you can just go get. I mean, houses is more of a. I mean, obviously, there's a timing thing that comes into play. Everything happens for a reason, and it is his plan. But as far as the reality of, I think ever forcing yourself to quote find a good woman is a crazy. That's crazy work, dog. That's you. You going crazy just saying it like that. I think the thing that you should think about, I mean, I would get the goddamn job and get the goddamn house. I think a better money grubber. Who is that? Some of the crew is here. Some of the crew is here. Yeah. I'm filming a fucking show, you morons! My children depend on it!
Brendan being a jackass.
But as far as like being able to do in that order, I mean that's just crazy work, bro. It's crazy work. I think you should.
Good luck on finding a good woman these days.
Yeah.
All they do is charge their phone, eat hot chip, eat Taki, watch Obsession, and be gay.
That's everyone.
Every single woman these days. She got no shoes on.
She farting.
She's watching Obsession.
Go the harder things to do. Get the good job. Get the dope job, and then get yourself a piece. It's whatever comes first in your life. Let it happen organically, though. But I think you should get your mind right. And you don't really know if you're 20 grand away. It could be completely different. You probably are, but there's a chance your market could be going ballistic, and you might not want to be buying right now. You might want to take a beat. That being said, I had a house before I met my wife, and I always had my own house, but I did see a lot of like money grub and hoes eyes light up like dollar signs when I had my own house, and they'd be like, "Ooh, you got your own place?" And then they just start to like visualize their shit in my house, and then I would quickly let them move in, and then I would quickly tell them to get their fucking shit out of my house.
Good job.
And I was really ruthless about it. I'd be like, "Get your shit and get out of my house, or I'll get a restraining order against you. You don't clean, you don't cook. I can see that you're not going to be of it.
There's 40 phone chargers around the house. There's bags of hot chips.
There's bags of hot chips. But it will. I mean, I think mentally, when you have a house, it's like it's like being if you're an ugly guy and you have a house, you become like a hot piece of ass, where you're not gonna let like the doofus fuck you anymore.
Beta bucks is what you're saying.
Yeah, is that what I'm saying? Yeah, probably. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, man. Watching chicks like try to set themselves up in my place was a wild in my early 20s. Like, oh wow, you have like a couch and like a coffee table and like you have end tables and
mortgage.
Do you have a spare bedroom with a bed in it, like a bedroom
is
set?
Different from rent, right?
Yeah, that's different from rent.
Whoa,
okay. This is going well.
Mortgage. That's like with a bank.
Like I said, you got to find yourself a high quality male.
Find yourself a high value male to settle down.
That's it. That's right. Chicago, Illinois, Bosworth Avenue, $1 million for this fucking this lies house.
A friend is looking at this place. Any thoughts or suggestions? I am a gay dad.
This is not worth it. This is not worth $1.1 million. I've seen stuff that's cool. I'm sure this isn't. You tell me about. This is a vinyl sided Victorian that was bought years ago. Nothing's finished right. Everything's sort of like half-assed. I'll get into it with you one by one here. So one vinyl siding right off the rip, ridiculous. Unilock install. That's a Home Depot job right here, done by like a Home Depot parking lot and a bitchy Karen pointing at them. Poor vinyl siding install right here. Just something's off about these windows. Cheap vinyl windows, 3-color vinyl siding. This picket fence thing is just a very chintzy, hodgepodge French country way to do that. Original oak flooring's fine, original doors, but truly no detail added. The recessed can's nice, so that means the electrical was redone. That's a big add. I can tell the mechanical was redone. That's what this is right here. Nicer, whatever, Honeywell but just the style tells me they kind of didn't know what's up. This barn board finish on this island is a little ham-fisted. This is not a great way to do this here. That's not a real thing. This isn't real. The cabinets are builder grade. The color's a weird espresso. That's not a real thing. It just jumps off the page as trendy. Cheap door when they forgot to put the screw plugs back in. See right here, those are screw plugs. They forgot to put them back in. That's a very stupid thing to forget. All the Spanish Home Depot trendy tile on the backsplash. We're at $1 million price point. I want to see something special. Porcelain farm sink. The faucet's leaning. It's not installed. That means the plumber who put this in didn't ratchet down. There's a special wrench that goes up behind that faucet that really tightens that thing down. With all these tall restaurant commercial grade like wannabe faucets, just give them a little shake. There's a lot to it. Like when it comes to fancy faucets and whatnot, turn them on and operate them and see if they're functional, because you can buy nice faucets, you can buy shitty faucets that look nice, you can buy eBay faucets that mimic, but if the guts of the faucet are shit, it's just a $1,500 problem that you're gonna have to fix. Or the kitchen faucet, a nice all brass real dog is at about $750 to $2,000 on this unit here. So I'm smelling shit all over this thing, like ham. This is original 4-light. Like, this is flea market, vessel sink. Again, more of that espresso that they bought at a builder's surplus place. Just kind of dated reference stuff. 2004 redo. This is okay. It's fine. The glass is nice. But this is sanded and painted oak right here. This is a shitty $80 vanity painted the color of the tile. Okay, that's a very DIY at $1 million price point. Like, you can't take DIY like we did the green transparent stain trick. Like, that's not allowed. Like that's what you guys got to know. Like, when you go past a certain, like, you can't do this. Like, this isn't a contractor that did this. That tells me that the homeowners played a hand in the renovation itself, because a crystal knobbed thing this isn't for sale anywhere. Do you understand? This is a redone 1978 fucking shitty bath. That means you open this thing, it stinks. Some of the inside, the guts are delaminating over drains failing over time because hair's in it. You got the GFIs near the sink, which is good. You got the original mirrors, but just, it's all a hair off. The corner of this tile, see, like, just off right here. And it's always in the corners, guys. Always look in the fucking corners. That's especially with tile. It's always like, how did they finish that? You know?
Check those corners.
Louvered closet doors. I'll bet you there's some sort of mechanical in here. Open this up. I guarantee there's an air handler or something like that. So this room is basically null and void. You're sleeping next to a fucking car engine. Another $20 vanity and a 1x1 tile floor with some weird fucking discount bath. Like, no one would pick this bath, right? No one would pick that. So you just found the cheapest one on Facebook Marketplace. Like, what else did you do? Show me some more gaffes. The fake art, you know, the horrorcore fucking ratty ass hotel, the mustard accents, whatever the hell they were trying right here with this complete failure. You've got a hidden box here, like a work box, an electrical work box. Why didn't we do recessed cans downstairs? The vinyl siding is fucking horrendous. I mean, it's horrendous. So we have a siding job coming down the way. I'm sure the area is great for Chicago, but nothing's right. So here's what I'm guessing. We paid $600 in 2020. I'm sorry if you're looking at it. It is what it is. They paid $600 and then they put $200 into it. They might have paid $480, but I'm going to guess they paid $515 in 2019. $890. $710. So it's a nice area. $450. Oh, it's always been a good area. Okay, so $710, $890, and now you're paying $1.1 million. Okay, so this is how they bought it when they bought it. Okay, so you gave them $200,000 price increment. Wow, they did nothing. They put carpet in the basement. I liked it better when other people had it. This area must have come up. We got our resident Chicago guy here. I mean, from 22 to now, you paid $275,000 increase for maybe what's new. What are they saying is new? Newer AC, radiant heat, freshly mulched. So, guys, they just put down over $200 worth of mulch. So this is in above Lincoln, but this is that nice area, isn't it? This is the good area.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot. Not my cup of tea. I want to see a comp. Corner lot. Not my favorite thing in Chicago to be on a corner. I would have either spent more or... I know in Chicago you got to pay for area, but you got to say, well, all right, fuck it. Your friends bought the fucking house, so what do they have to do? They have to side this thing, and they have to. The kitchen's gaff. Everything that I said is true. I don't think I'm that far off. I think it needs a siding job. It needs a Victorian style clapboard siding job, and it needs new windows. It needs period correct windows and a true craftsman that knows how to do period correct trim. This is not an easy house to trim out. It needs a metal roof. It needs a uniformed real garden. It is what it is.
RU Fix. Thoughts on Oregon? Big wife and I considering moving from snake and cheese country. This one looks like a flip, but might have potential.
Yeah, I mean, Soder. I was on Soder last week, and Soder likes Eugene, and then people came at Soder for saying Eugene's a pit. Guys, you guys who live in pits, go to a real fucking pit. Like, I don't mean to be crazy about this, but like, there are some real fucking pits in this world. Like parts of Maryland, like
sure.
Parts of like Maryland, you think wouldn't be Maryland and like Indiana, like what's the one?
Gary,
Indiana. That's a fucking pit. Like there are middle of nowheres in this country that are like, holy shit. It looks like Terminator. So Oregon is beautiful. I know that places suck, and I know it's not all good. And I'm not trying to seem like everything's great, and there are factors that don't absolutely suck. But like, you gotta understand, there are places where there's not a good thing within like 3 hours from it. I know Oregon hates it. I know they don't want anybody going there. I get it. But when we drove through Oregon, I felt like I was gonna find rubies on the ground if I put a shovel in the ground. It was gorgeous. Remember that? Like the dulls. Where the waterfalls were shooting out of the side of the highway. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, we couldn't stop shooting the fucking taking pictures. I felt like a Japanese guy. It was, oh! But specifically, I remember Soder saying that Eugene is heaven, and he liked it a lot. West Springfield, Mass. is a pit. You're absolutely right. Springfield, Mass. is a fucking toilet. And again, like, boring. I get it, man. But the Pacific Northwest is as pretty as I thought it was. I'm going back. I love it so much. It's a beautiful place to live. And sometimes the views are enough to get people there, you know, and that the climate is just great. New Mexico has got some pits. I'm sure of it. You're right. West Texas. Who the fuck lives in West? Ben Avery's from West Texas. I tell him, what the fuck is that? That's like I do ham radio. You boys like ham radio? Whiskey Bravo 1 Papa, WB 1 PP. But I'm with you, man. I'm with you. But you gotta take, like, when people say it's a pit, you know, oh, that's hood over there. Listen, I get it. Come on, man. Let's take everything with a grain of salt here. You boys like, you see the importance of ham radio happened after World War I. The soldiers had a way to communicate with each other on rations. Wow, really? Holy shit. Do you have nipple rings, sir?
You know the answer.
You know I pierced my nipples because it's crazy in the 90s. All right, what's the scoop with this thing? Oh, you're thinking about moving from Philly to here.
Yeah.
The copper sink is so fucking ugly, I want to kill myself. The copper pendants are even uglier. This light fixture is even uglier. If this house was bought and flipped, original stove, wild, black flooring, not cheap, probably painted and sealed and wax sealed. Looks like it could be. No appliances, a cat. Wow, we did all that work and then we left the fucking cat stairs. You know you're in Oregon when they leave the goddamn cat maze on the wall. You guys got to get over cats. I think the toxoplasmosis is real. I think it's real.
Yep.
I think cat owners. Sorry guys, sorry you cat owners. I mean, look, cats are fun for, like, you know, 10 minutes at your boy's house and shit like that. But
sure, you swing them by the tail, you throw them in the fire.
Yeah, you know, you kick it, and it's funny when you kick them as hard as you can. You know what I mean? There is truly nothing funnier than, like, cat blender. I love that joke. That's my favorite joke. Yeah, cat.
Second only to cat microwave.
Yeah, it's true. And you know what's fun? Cat jacked up car wheel. I jack up my car, I spin the wheels, I throw the cat in the wheel. I make sure I have like a 5-spoke kind of wheel, and I go cat wheel. Classic. Meow meow cat wheel, meow meow cat wheel, and then you throw the cat in the wheel. That's fun. Cat fan belt, cat paw fan belt is another fun game. Cat treadmill, high speed trap. That's a fun one. Cat tank, cat stove.
Cat take the dumbbell
Yeah.
in pool.
Yeah, cat take the dumbbell. Yeah, cat feline cliff jumping is always fun. That's a fun one. You know what I mean? Like, we see these guys doing these like double gainers off a 120-foot cliff, but can a cat do
A
it?
cat can do over 300 flips when you throw it into a quarry.
It can.
Yeah.
All you have to do is kind of like make it do the flip.
Torque on it.
That's it. You know, it's fun. Cat
Like
gravy
a
sponge.
frisbee.
Yeah, there is. It's a smaller gravy sponge. I don't know what this is.
You can
This is
get in gas tank.
yeah.
Stuff it in the gas tank.
And this is fun. This is fun. You can play cat draw, which is where you play old Western draws with a cat, and you give a cat a gun and see if he shoots you. Cat Metallica mosh pit, where you bring your cat into the middle of a Metallica mosh pit and see if it makes it out. This is fun. Yeah, this is a cat sealed lid fish tank with ad spray foam.
Cat live burial.
Yeah. These are fun games to play with your kitty. You know what I mean? That's funny. I mean, the landscaping is unbelievably bad. You know, with the bricks, the interior it's got a couple of mask jobs on it that are. But if they can buy the reality of this is if they're flipping this for $399, that means they paid $210 for it or something. They couldn't rent it. That's interesting. Oh, they paid $162 for it, and then they couldn't rent it. So this has been in the family. It's not necessarily a flip, but they tried to rent it for $2,500 for a long time, and they couldn't do it. Then they tried to sell it for too much money. That didn't work. So it looks like the real price on this thing is somewhere around. So this is a pretty always thing. Like, if it can't rent for this, that's not a good thing. That means the house is worth about $300,000. That being said, it's overpriced. Figure that out really quickly. If a house looks for the rent, just take the number like that and just go like, all right, so $250. $250 is a fair price. Let's go $280. All right, I'll go $300 because I'm a fair person, and it's not selling. So they're trying to make you pay for a sink and the floors. they're trying to make you pay $100,000 for two $2,500 garage doors, an $11,000 flooring job, and I'm being very generous here. A $25,000 kitchen, again, also being very generous. And they're flipping a cool little interesting bunk nook idea made out of furniture grade birch ply, paintable birch plywood with someone who's semi decent with a router. Is that a cat door? Wow. Too much cat stuff in this house, so that's frightening. And then the flooring, obviously, but the built-in garden and whatnot, you guys, you just can't do it. The house is worth about $3.25. I'll say that the house is worth $3.25.
Hey, gents, just want to thank you in chat for suggesting to get an HVAC. I got my universal EPA and looking for a job. What would you suggest to do if I wanted to reconstruct a house I saw? See you in Tulsa.
Don't. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, Oklahoma's not too bad. It wasn't as cheap as I thought it'd be. Reconstruct a house you saw. You sound young. I wouldn't be, guys. If you're on the younger side, I mean, go do whatever you want. I'm screaming into a fucking screen up here with my friend, losing my mind. But when it comes to seriously taking when you're breaking the house down, you'd better have the money to put it back together. That's all I can say. Because you probably don't know what you're doing. So you really don't have like a perspective on where the hell that project A could go, and B, how the hell you'd get it there. So the worst thing in the world, and I've been there before, where I took too much apart and I tried to put too much back together, and I simply ran out of money. I've done it many times. I've done it I do it now. So really, really understand before you start a project what the fuck you're getting into. Understand every layer of things that come off and then go back into it. Making sure your electrical, your mechanical are going to be in the right place at the right time. Your trim work is configured. The doors, the windows, any movement that needs to happen with any of the floor plan or whatnot. The entire project from nuts to bolts, from door handle and ultimate finish, paint, everything is configured. Cost of it, who's going to do it, how much it's going to cost before you start really, really tearing things apart. Because there is nothing worse than paying. It's basically like having a car note on a car that you've got the engine out of. You're still making payments on something you can't use. Same thing goes for a house. If you have a mortgage on a house and then you just start tinkering with shit because you're like a manic weirdo and you have basically an unusable bathroom or an unlivable house, get ready to put a nice cold gun right in your mouth. Because when you realize that you did that to yourself, that's when the bullets start flying through your head at your own hand. I promise you, that's what happens. That moment that you realize you cannot put it back together and you are too far away from camp it's basically like being in the woods, realizing you're lost in the wilderness, and it's like truly drowning. And I mean that. That's when you realize that it's like foreclose, kill yourself, flip out. It's crazy. So just know that. That's all. And I don't want to see anybody do that. That's kind of like why the stream exists, because a lot of guys like, I can do it. Everything's on. And yeah, you're right. Everything is on YouTube. Everything is. You can figure stuff out. People are resilient. But when you do too much of it, like you can't eat 90 sandwiches, right? You can't have an orgy with 200 Great Danes. Just one. And I don't want to see anybody do that, because I know like we're all eager. Everybody's eager. Your girlfriend's, your wife is eager. You're eager. Your boyfriend's eager. Yep. Your they is eager. I get it. But like you can't just because it's fucked up, you really got to weigh the cost. That's kind of like the art of home ownership in this day and age, especially when costs are where they are and you can't get contractors for normal things. You really, truly can't start picking fights with bruisers. You can't be turning people around in bars and then be like, hey, fuckface, you want to get your ass kicked? And the guy turns around, it's like, I went dookie, man. Like you can't be 5'5", 130 and then trying to fight NFL players. 250.
Wife and I got a kick out of this one. What the is going on? Still trying to figure it out.
Okay. I don't know what's going on with the center. Obviously fucking stupid North Carolina hick shit right here. NASCAR. Big old clock on the wall. Can't afford nice stuff, so I'll put a big old clock. I got a big old clock, man. We're having a good time. Shout out, if you guys are in Rhode Island, go see Dusty Slay this weekend. Hell yeah. Nice. Listed us, by the way. Yeah. Sick. Hell yeah. I know. I want to go. Friday night we can actually go. Dusty, hell yeah. Hell yeah, guys. Dusty Slay, big fan, big friend, friend of the stream, loves what's going on. 3-car detached garage. Love that. Breeze blocks. Quarry tile 3-season room. This house kind of fucking rules. I like the screened-in 3-season room that needs repair. I like the chimney shape. I like the house itself. A little bit of some hick shit going on. Needs some tree work. Huge backyard. Kind of love what's going on here. How much are we paying for this thing? $250,000, 3-bed, 3-bath, 2,300 square feet, $244,000, $100 a square feet on almost a 3/4 acre. First time to market, clearly. I mean, you're not going to get it much cheaper than that. Sold for $60,000, sold for $106,000. Now they want $250,000 for it. What's going on with it? I don't know. They probably would take $200,000 for it. This is good. It's probably in the middle of fucking nowhere, but I ain't mad at this. I'd love it for $200,000, and if you buy it for $200,000, you buy it. But it's a mid-century 3-bedroom, 3-bath ranch in need of some light updating. But it's a ticking house. You ain't gonna live much cheaper than that. Well built, well done, guys. I don't want to say it's a run and buy, but it's a run and negotiate. That's for sure. I don't know where this is, but this is a great house. This is a thing. This is a good old. The 3-car garage for me makes it because it opens the door for a small business running out of there, long term, and the central location. Hell of a house for a yard sale, guys. You want a house on a main road? What do you do with that? You run an annual yard sale that you make an extra $2,000 to $3,000 on every 3 or 4 months. Oh, yeah, I do cleanouts. Yeah, I do a business. You go to auctions, you put stuff in the garage, you open the door, you put it out on tables, you say you're selling grandma stuff from 2 towns away. You got people passing by. You do an extra couple of $500, $600, $700, $2,000 on the weekend.
I gotta interrupt you.
Yeah.
Sam F. gifting another 20.
Sam
Clip, Perfect Nick membership. Sam Bankman-Fried.
Sam Bankman-Fried. Wow, right into the water.
God bless him.
Damn, that house rips. This house rips. Sorry. Sam, thank you, sir. That is 100. God damn, this motherfucker's spending fucking $500 almost. 90 memberships.
90 memberships.
Yeah, just to give them to you guys. That's to you. That's how good it is, man. Thank you, sir. Guys, this is a real deal house right here. Smyrna, or what are you, right on a lake? Oh, you're on the goddamn ocean. Yeah, you're going to have to go ahead and buy. Let's go ahead and run and buy that. Why don't we go ahead and buy that? That's a great house. Shout out Clippers. Carlito McCheese. Who else? Carlito McCheese?
I don't know that one.